to the College Card Podcast, where Saturdays are sacred and bets are war. Saturdays coming, the lines are set. Cash that ticket, break a sweat. Ads are crashing, bands are loud. We're calling picks and we're damn proud. The College Card, we're betting hard. Spread them wide, let the dogs bark loud. The College Card, no holds barred. Ride that lock and hype the crowd. Underdogs, overplays, late night action, weekday blaze. SEC or Big Ten ball, we bet them all, baby, win or fall. The College Card, grab your card. We're rolling deep, taking starting hard. The College Card, we set the bar for the fans who live for yards and scars. Maneuver down, but we're betting hard. Rub a little down like a garbage call. With College Card, let the dogs barn. The Hall and picks and work them proud. The College Card, we're betting hard. Spread them wide, let the dogs bark loud. The College Card, no holds barred. Ride that lock and hype the crowd. Underdogs, overplays, late night action, weekday blaze. SEC or Big Ten ball, we bet them all, baby, win or fall. The College Card, grab your card. We're rolling deep, taking starting hard. The College Card, we set the bar for the fans who live for yards and scars. For the fans who live for yards and scars.
Welcome into the College Card Podcast, Season 2. Rebrand. We'll get into that sometime down the road, eventually, maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about it later. But we're still presented by Mamas. Guys, what do we think? College football's back. We're, 9 days away?
No, 9 days away. No,
Well, yeah, I guess week 0. My mind's still thinking
zero.
Mizzou. We're 4 days away.
We're already on the Mizzou train, hot and early. 33 seconds into the pod, Mizzou gets brought up. Check.
Well, no, I was just giving the reference of why it was 9 days in my brain. Sorry, they play on a Thursday night instead of middle of nowhere on a Saturday like Michigan against Oklahoma when nobody's going to be around on Labor Day.
Whoa.
True fans will be there. But to answer your question, it's good to be back. Good to see the boys. Good to talk some college football. How's everybody else?
Doing good, man. Just preparing. We got a big weekend ahead, Adam. Big bachelor party this weekend. Leaving St. Louis 5 a.m. Thursday morning. So one more day of work, and then it's cold cocktails in my butt in the pool. Can't wait.
Do they show college football in Mexico? Mexico?
No.
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do at the all-inclusives, unless did you skimp out on not an all-inclusive, Tyler?
No. I'm not.
There's always budget else. There's always some budget you just got to find.
Yeah, I'm not one to skimp.
No cutting corners.
But I am excited. I do promise that I will be the leader between the three of us in the standings this year, and I will go over 55% against the spread on my picks.
And when you don't, what happens?
That'll be up for you guys to decide. Okay, so that'll be okay. How about that? Instead of doing a fantasy football punishment, last place has to do some sort of punishment to be determined later.
I think you got how many McNuggets did you do the one pod?
50.
I think you got to double it, 100. For every percentage.
How about this? For every if I'm under 55%, okay, every single bet that I lose, I have to have a nugget.
How about?
Do we have how many bets do I usually make in a year?
Hold on.
Times 2.
How about we just give out something to? We're all in this, some sort of punishment for the worst
Tyler
percentage.
Has to do the mama's pasta challenge.
the meatball pasta.
Has to
Yeah,
complete the challenge on camera.
yeah, content
I
gold.
can't eat.
Mark it down. To go
No.
box, get it
No, we'll do
here.
this. For every
That's it.
No, I can't eat that. I can't. It's impossible. Physically impossible. For every pick that I
Don't talk yourself out of this. You will be
Okay,
sitting here
for
for a
every-
2-hour
for
pod until you
last
fucking
place,
finish that thing.
last place is if you get last place, you have to eat one toasted ravioli for every bet you lose.
So, yeah, that's fine. We can do percentage, or we can do it two ways: percentage and money. Whoever has, because somebody could just be a horrible percent and not
No.
be betting a whole lot.
Because then if you put like a parlay in there or something, that ain't gonna work.
Okay.
No.
So, just so we know, we're clear. This week, there's no Mama's parlay. Not enough going on. We'll get back to the Mama's combo parlay next week in true Week 1 fashion. Little rundown. We're gonna talk a little preseason win totals, some bets we like there. We're gonna maybe give a little prediction on the SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12 conference champs. Little playoff 1 through 12, along with playoff winner, Heisman. And then we're going to talk about 3 games: K-State, Iowa State in Dublin, Fresno State, Kansas, and then Stanford at Hawai'i on the CBS. God, CBS college football has really gone downhill since they only got the Big 10 and ACC.
Yep. They have. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into these shenanigans.
All right. Well, guys, first question. Do we think there's more than one group of 5 team that really comes out of? Okay. Making sure we're on the same page.
I think there's like 3 that I was having trouble on putting in my playoff, and then I just settled on one of them, which was probably just the fucking slam dunk one that everyone's gonna have. So, but I can describe what 3 I was behind whenever I go through my.
All right. So let's get into it. Let's start with probably the easiest conference to maybe decide on who's going to be the winner. I mean, personally, I think let's go with the ACC. Tyler, who do you think's winning that ACC?
Yeah, it's easy. Well, I think we should all just go. I'll say the pick for everyone. It's going to be Clemson. It's not even close. Clemson arguably has top roster in college football with most returning production, returning starting quarterback, projected, I think, 3 or 4 picks in the first round this year. Stellar defensive line, too. So I personally think Clemson's going undefeated this year, and they will be my number 1 team in the college football playoff. So Clemson, easy. Lock it in. Juicy juice, pay whatever it is.
I think the ACC is so bad. Like a little I don't think there's another ACC team that qualifies for the playoff.
No. Not on my playoff list, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I don't have another one on the play. But if I wanted to just go a little rogue, just because we have to, we don't think like Miami maybe?
No.
Carson
No.
Beck?
That's the only team that I could see like
He could
do
have
they
a little
squeak
magic.
in at like 10-2, but the way they
Right.
squeak in at 10-2 is relying on a lot of 9-3 SEC and Big 10 teams. And I feel like
The only way you're going to know if Miami gets in is after week 1. You'll know right then if they're getting in the playoffs.
True. But I also feel like the SEC might have a lot of 9-3 teams. I feel like the Big 10 is going to be heavily top loaded again, where it's like they're going to have their 3 teams and that's about it.
So if
Like
Miami
everybody
does beat Notre Dame, what's that put their chances?
If Miami beats Notre Dame, then I'll know they're for real and they'll make the playoff. If Miami
I
loses to Notre
Win
Dame,
and they're in. You're saying right now, win and they're in.
I was going to say, I personally, the way those 2 schedules lay out, I think that it's week 1 and it might be a playoff game. Like
because
it's a play-in type of game. Like whoever wins that is probably still in the playoff.
And because that'll tell me a lot is if they're going to lose another game on their schedule, which is coming up quick, which would be against Florida.
I did see somewhere there Miami doesn't leave the state of Florida for the first 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, that defense, I don't know how much better that defense got, but it was bad last year.
It's
tough test in week 1. I would say that.
I mean, now, unless I missed something today, Notre Dame still hasn't announced their starting quarterback,
No.
right? But
They did.
Did they? Did I miss it? Okay.
CJ Carr.
Okay. But to that same point with what I was going to go with, though, it's like the quarterback doesn't fully matter for Notre Dame. It's all about stopping their run game. And I don't know, to your point, Tyler, if Miami's going to be able to stop Notre Dame on the ground.
And like a big whoop, you're going to play at Miami. They can't even sell out their own stadium. Not even a tough game. Come on. Spread on that to minus. Spread on that to Notre Dame minus 2.5. Hammer that. Next week we'll be on that.
Miami plus 380 to get to the championship or to win the ACC.
Yeah. No.
Playoff future though, just to make the playoffs. Over under 1.5 ACC teams to make it at plus 155.
Yeah. Nope.
Under. If they win work one.
I think
plus 155 if they win game one.
I shouldn't go this far on a limb and say that. I would say it's going to depend on how they look in week one. That's going to tell a lot. Okay, so they lose week one. That's one loss. They have many other potential losses on their schedule, right? So they can only lose one more game. I don't think 3-loss Miami's getting in. So
no, I don't think so either. It's I don't know. I think Notre Dame's going to hand the ball to Jeremiah Love, and Miami's going to struggle. And Carson Beck is I don't know.
I think Carson Beck's going to be good this year. I just don't think the defense is going to be good.
But I don't like. I think he'll be all right. I don't think he's a guy that takes your. He's not going to replace Cam Ward, and with Cam Ward, they still didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know, like that. Yeah, like he's not going to elevate you past where you just were last year. But so all of us are on Clemson there. So if everybody wants to do some math, that puts one team in already into the college football playoff for everybody.
And I already said they're my number one.
Yeah. We heard that. We'll get to that later. All right. Now let's go to Adam's backyard. Let's go to the Big Ten. Just because I feel like it's between 3 teams, right? That's about it. And don't say that Bryce Underwood's going to draw a 4th in there. He's not. But Adam, who's one of the Big Ten?
Well, we know Penn State can't win a big game. You know I'm not going to sit here and say Ohio State's going to win it. Oregon's probably my bet, but I love Michigan plus 900 to win the Big Ten. I have to take it. I mean, yeah, the smart play. I think the Ducks truly win it, but it's going to come down to Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan wins again, and they win the Big Ten.
So just so we have it on record, start it. We're going to throw it out there. Adam has a team whose over/under win total is 7.5, 8.5 in the college football playoff.
Yes,
it is 8.5, right?
Yeah, I think it is. I think the last time I looked, it was.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
I'll have to pull it up when we get to the win totals. I'll pull them all up based off.
Pull that one up. Bookmark that. Keep that total up. Bookmark that one for later in the show.
Tyler, who's winning the Big Ten?
This is my other team here that is going to be in the my number 2 seed in the college football playoff. This team here is okay, and it is the Penn State Nittany Lions. You heard it right. I think this is James Franklin's year. This is the best team he's ever have and probably will ever have. They got a lot better. I think last year they didn't have the wide receivers to help Drew Aller out a lot. Now, I don't think Drew Aller's like the top tier quarterback in college football, but I think he'll do good enough to get the win. I think the defense is still going to be good. They got the two-headed monster at running back. They'll be able to run the ball. So yeah, they improved the wide receiver. Running back still elite. Top of the echelon quarterbacks in Drew Aller. He'll probably be drafted in the first round next year in the NFL draft. And a great defense. So not to mention, they did lose Tom Allen on the defensive coordinator side, but they did replace him with Jim Knowles from Ohio State. So Penn State, Big Ten champ.
Talk about robbing your neighbor to make yourself better, huh?
Yep. I mean, Tom Allen's a good defensive coordinator. He went to Clemson.
No, I know, but I'm talking about like as a a move from James Franklin to say, "Oh, we lost him. Let me go make Ohio State worse by taking their guy too." Like,
yeah.
What are you going to say, Adam?
Well, you're saying all this stuff, and you started off with saying James Franklin, but you don't get into James Franklin is what, 1-7, 8 against top 5 ranked teams.
Yeah.
They're going to have to win a top 5 game, and he hasn't done it.
They'll win it.
What's going to change this year?
I think this is the best team he's ever had, by far.
Of the 4 teams that we talked about, he's by far the worst of the 4 coaches there.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Yes.
You have the guy who is suspended.
Yes. Sherrone Moore is a way better coach.
For what we're not even going to talk about lately, which is just a slap on the wrist instead of.
Yeah, because they didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to even entertain Sherrone Moore being a better coach than James Franklin.
Now, like, Sherrone Moore's not
Why
even.
Can't you entertain it?
He's not even
What
a
has
top
he
5
done?
coach in the league.
What has he done?
He beat Penn State and he beat Ohio State. What do you mean?
He didn't beat Penn State.
Who did?
Really? Jim Harbaugh's up there on the headphones making calls. That's why he
was on the sideline.
That's why he bolted to the NFL. He was on the cell phones making phone calls. Hey, call timeout here.
One guy's winning games, the other guy's not. One guy beat Ohio State, one guy doesn't.
Everybody beats Ohio State now when it comes to Michigan. That's no longer a thing. It's not Jim Tressel.
Penn State doesn't beat him.
Ryan, I'm talking about from Michigan. Ryan Day hasn't beat Michigan in how long? So he's never beat him, right?
2,000 some days.
Urban Meyer's the only one that's beats him.
Yeah, that's true.
Sherrone Moore's not even a top 5 coach in the league.
I would agree with that.
You got
I would
Dan
agree he's a worse. I would agree he's a worse coach than Barry Odom.
All right, I wouldn't go that far. Dan Lanning.
I would.
James Franklin. Pete Signetti.
Kurt Signetti.
Or Kurt Signetti. Yeah. Why did I get Pete? Who was I thinking Pete? I don't know.
Kirk Ferentz, better coach than Sherrone.
Lou Fickle.
All right, who's up next? Let's go.
Greg Schiano, better coach
PJ
than...
Fleck.
God, you guys are
Row
idiots.
the boat, baby. Row the boat.
I just don't know if I could qualify Sherrone Moore being a better coach than James Franklin after 1 year of coaching, I should say.
And
all right, well, go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Say more top 5 wins.
So James Franklin picks up 1 top 5 win this year, doesn't pick up a second when he loses as like the number 3 seed to Oregon in the Big Ten championship game. Dan Lanning gets him again.
How does the number 3 seed make the Big Ten championship game?
Like overall number 3. Oregon's probably going to be number 1.
Okay.
Penn State's undefeated. They're number 3 or 4.
Oh, you're talking about the college football playoff?
Yeah. And they play in the Big Ten title game. He loses that one.
Oh, you're talking about the rankings. Okay.
Yeah. And they drop to like 5.
All right. So you got Oregon. Okay.
I got Oregon. Now, I think we're going to save the SEC for last. It's probably the most up in the air. This is the one
I would disagree with you. I think the Big 12 is the most up in the air.
See, I think
there's like 10 teams.
I think this is the funnest one to talk about. We're going Big 12. Tyler, let's hear it. Who do you got?
I was a year early on this team last year, okay? Last year I had Kansas State.
Oh, okay.
Right? I've got Kansas State again this year. Remember I picked Avery Johnson to win the Heisman last year? I had him as a dark horse.
No, you had Jalen Daniels or whatever from Kansas.
Yeah, I had both of them. I bet both of them. Okay? So I think this is the year this is the year for Kansas State. They are gonna win the Big 12. They're one of my bets this weekend. You can bet that in Farmageddon over in Ireland. They're going to win the Big 12. Yeah, I like Avery Johnson at quarterback. I like the defense. One of the best linebackers in the country from the state of Missouri went to Hillsboro. So Kansas State, Big 12 champs.
Seems pretty convincing. Honestly, like you guys said, Big 12, I feel like it's so far up the air. I'm looking at the lines right now. Does Arizona State have anybody coming back? I don't know.
Yeah.
They got the quarterback.
Sam Leavitt.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
Leavitt, yeah.
He's like a top 5 returning quarterback in the league.
Running
back.
In
the college football.
They did lose Scadaboo, but they replaced him with the guy from
Scadaboo was our guy.
They replaced him with the guy from Army. Big,
and
Army
guys,
running back. Yeah,
running back. Army running backs get a load. They can run. I would say Kansas State's, I think, is going to win it, but not to tail Tyler. So I'll go with Arizona State. Scatterboo's back on the sideline somehow cheering the boys on in a big game. They get the dub.
Because the Giants cut him.
Yeah, something like
no,
that.
I think
No,
he's
he's just
good.
back on campus. He's a great dude. He loves football.
They're gonna retire his jersey.
Retire his jersey.
I forget what someone said. What was the description they said when he was like running? He's like a bowling ball with a bunch of shards of glass glued to it. That's what they said he was like tackling him.
Jesus.
I like that.
It's a good description. Utah, plus 600.
Can't take BYU anymore. They lost the quarterback. No more BYU.
BYU's gone, plus 2,000. Yep, they're done. Kansas, no thanks. Colorado, no thanks.
No.
No thanks. That will be a pick later on.
Yeah, yep.
Same.
I think
I got it.
I think we all
yeah.
must be on that same one. The show's
That will
over.
be. What about Iowa State? I feel like if Iowa State could probably win some games.
Little Beck as the quarterback. Rocco Beck.
Oh yeah, Rocco. We've talked about him before.
Battle Turds head coach son.
Yep. So
That's right.
So you got Kansas
So
State
what
also?
was your official pick? You named 6 teams.
No, I said Arizona State.
All right.
They're got to be the favorite, I'd imagine, right?
They're plus 550 for both K-State and
Yeah,
Arizona
they're
State.
tied. So I love what this team did in the transfer portal. I love what they're doing in the trenches, kind of turning themselves into a little bit of an SEC team. They're throwing around a lot of oil money.
Oh yeah,
oil
Texas
money.
Tech.
Yeah. Give me the Red Raiders down in Lubbock. Take the Texas Tech to be this year's Arizona State.
All right. I don't hate it.
They went up like 80% in their grades on offense and defensive line because of the money they shelled out during the transfer portal season.
Second best transfer portal class in the country.
Yeah. And they're just, the oil money's going to start flooding in here in a little bit, I think, now that everything's the way it is.
Big time recruiting right now. They are recruiting at a high level.
They can literally go on to replace Texas and Oklahoma in that conference because they're the only team that really has that much money.
Yep. We'll see. Trendy pick, I will say.
It is. That's what gives me a little bit of a fear. But at the same time, if you look, their over-under still only like 7.5, 8.5, something like that for win totals. All right, real quick, while we're talking Big 12, can we talk about the fall-off of Mike Gundy and Oklahoma State?
I think he's probably on the hot seat this year, I would say. If they tailspin this year, I would imagine he's let go.
I mean,
Great coach, a Hall of Fame coach.
Hall of Fame
gotta
haircut.
look it up, but that mullet. I'm a man.
Hall of
I'm
Fame.
40.
Hall of Fame haircut.
Hall of Fame haircut, Hall of Fame press conference.
Like,
he had that one. What did he say?
Hall of Fame visor.
Probably the most underrated Mike Gundy press clip of all time. Whenever, what was that running back's name? I can't remember his name. That was their top running back. Oh my God, I can't think of his name.
Was it
Ollie Gordon?
Yeah.
When Ollie Gordon got arrested with DUI, he said, "Yeah, you know what his punishment is? I'm going to make him run the ball 40 times a game."
Hey, why not, right?
That's a great punishment. Great press clip.
But yeah, you go from like being a team that, it felt like it was like every other year or maybe every third year, they'd knock off Oklahoma and take Oklahoma out of the BCS title mix, and like now your over under is 4.5 wins.
Yep, it's crazy. They're in trouble.
Big time trouble. Odds. Worst odds
hot
to
hot seat.
Worst odds to win the Big 12.
All right, let's move on to the big boys. The best conference up and down in college football, the SEC. We'll let Adam make his pick. I said up and down. I said if you look top to bottom, it's the best conference in college football, and you can't argue that. When you have a conference that has Purdue, who's predicted to have maybe 2 wins, and Northwestern and Maryland and Rutgers, you can't say you're the best conference up and down.
You can.
No.
But whatever. No. Whatever you say.
All right, Adam, SEC winner.
Texas is the favorite. Texas isn't going to win it. I'm going to have to go with Tyler's Tigers. LSU is going to win it. They got the best quarterback.
Tyler.
Short and sweet for you.
I think a lot of people are down on this team for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't heard a lot about them this offseason, and they're kind of like flying under the radar.
Are we thinking the same thing?
But I saw a stat the other day, 88% of their roster is top 100 recruits, or were former top 100 recruits. Alabama is my SEC champion this year.
Okay.
I don't know. They've got their hardest games at home, -1. They got to play at Georgia, which is going to be their hardest game, I think.
Hey, they have to come to Faroe Field.
Yeah, they got to go to Faroe Field. Yeah. So I mean, I think they can win that game too. Georgia's got a question mark at quarterback. Alabama just named Ty Simpson their starter. I think it says a lot about him that they could have easily gone out and got one of these big quarterbacks in the portal, and they didn't. So, I think they got good coaching still. They got Ryan Grubbs back underneath Kalen DeBoer, calling plays. Defense will be elite. Jam Miller, the starting running back, did just have a collarbone injury. I think over the weekend at scrimmage, and he's going to be out for the first 5 or 6 weeks, which might put him in jeopardy for the Georgia game. But they got LSU at home. So yeah, I think Bama's gonna win the SEC.
All right.
Great scheduling by Alabama. Oklahoma at home, and then they got Eastern Illinois coming to town before the Auburn game.
What's the other big game?
Good right game.
It's Georgia.
That's what always happens.
Georgia.
They usually
LSU.
play Citadel.
Yeah, smart.
Georgia, LSU.
Citadel's
what's the
out
other
of town
one
this year.
I can't remember. What's the Georgia, LSU, and A&M? But I think A&M might even be at home. Or are they away at A&M? I can't remember.
I'm not seeing A&M here.
Hold on.
Okay, maybe not.
No, they don't play A&M.
They got Tennessee at home.
Yeah,
home,
Tennessee
right?
at home.
They got South Carolina on the road.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oklahoma
South
at home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Auburn on
so?
the road.
Yeah. So
They got Wisconsin at home.
yeah. I mean, that schedule is
On the road at Auburn. Open up on the road in Tallahassee.
Yeah, they're gonna kill Florida State.
Oh,
Kill
yeah,
them.
it's going to be.
Did you guys
bloodbath.
did you guys see that? Okay, I was talking about Jam Miller. Have you seen the pictures of this guy? That running back?
No.
Go look him up.
No. Is he
Look
is
him
he
up.
Derrick
Jam Miller.
Henry-esque?
Yes. JAM. Jam.
It looks like
He's huge.
Yeah, he's not as big. He's not as big as Derrick Henry was. He looks more like what was it, Trey Richardson?
yeah. This junior to senior side by side. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's huge. Like blew up. Steroids. Cheaters. Fucking Bama. Oh, also, hold on a second. I don't want to derail Trump before we get to yours. Did you see fucking Auburn? What they did? Did you guys not see that today?
No.
They went and claimed 9 national championships
Oh,
that they
yeah.
supposedly won.
So they're not. Do you see who else claimed a national championship in '64 like a week ago? Arkansas.
No,
Or maybe it was their last one was '64. They claimed one. Maybe it was like '84 or something. Arkansas just randomly claimed one the other day too.
The fuck? I saw a stat. There's been 155 years in college football, and there's been 264 national champions.
You know what needs to happen? Mizzou needs to claim theirs.
And they're
1960.
And I saw that Auburn is starting to put the titles in their stadium of when they won, supposedly.
So they're claiming 1910, 1913, 1914, 1958, 1983, 1993, and 2004. Why 2004? What happened in 2004?
Why 1958? I don't know.
2004 wasn't 2004 the. They're probably now claiming it because
they were 13 and 0.
But Bush and Liner.
Also, I
13 and
guarantee you now. I guarantee you guys just wait. Wait for this to happen. Florida State was it last year or 2 years ago? They went undefeated. They are going to try and claim that year. Guarantee it. Just wait. I guarantee it'll be a week.
No, they didn't go. They lost in the bowl game. I
know, but they're going to try and claim it and say they should have been in the playoff. I promise you. Just wait. All right, sorry, Troy. I didn't mean to derail you, but
you're good.
I saw that today and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
I'm trying to find.
Your pick?
No, I know my pick. I was trying to find what the odds were. I thought I had the odds originally, and I didn't have it down. But I feel like so. To your point, Tyler, I thought you were going a different direction with.
You thought I was gonna go Georgia?
Yeah, because is it not just, or has Georgia not really been talked about this year too? Is like going back and
Yeah, they
running
haven't
it
been.
back. Like
Yeah, they haven't been, but
I know, I get
I
it
just don't
with.
trust the quarterback.
Yeah,
I
but
think
when you
that's
have that roster and you have Kirby Smart, do you really like? They won 2 championships with
Schedule's
Stetson Bennett.
yeah, schedule's tough. Schedule's tough. So
I don't think they go undefeated. I don't think they're the number 1 or number 2 team in the college football playoff, but I think they beat Texas again when it matters in the championship. They might even have 2 losses into that championship.
yeah, they're good. Well, there's your team, Georgia.
All right. So we'll get to the college football playoff player or the teams that we fill it out with and the winner here in a second. We're going to move on to our Heisman winner, Adam.
well, because I picked LSU to win the SEC, and as Trout likes to claim, the SEC is the biggest and the baddest and the best. So you'd have to say the Nuss Bus would be the favorite to win it. If Penn State does what Tyler says, then you got to go with that clown over there throwing the rock.
Why do you hate Drew Allard?
Because he sucks. He can't win big games. I've already talked about it. We don't have to bring it back up.
It's not an M thing. You said it was a James Franklin thing.
Well,
He was
James
bad in the
Franklin
playoffs.
really can't, but Allard can't do anything in big games either. So, but what about the boy from Texas, Manning? I think they win the national title. He obviously is going to have to play unbelievable. So I'm going with Manning winning the Heisman.
First,
and it's not going to be that fucking wide receiver from Ohio State, I tell you.
No, yeah, ain't gonna win that. Yeah, I'm gonna ride the Nuss Bus. I was stuck between a few guys, and before we got Adams, like, why don't you take the Nuss Bus? And you know what? You're right. They've got a lot. I mean, they killed the portal at wide receiver this offseason. They added Nick Anderson, Barry and Brown from Kentucky. Not to mention they got Chris Hilton come back, Aaron Anderson coming back, Trey Green at tight end, Bauer Sharp at tight end. So my only question mark with them is the offensive line. I've been seeing some reports out of camp that the offensive line is struggling a little bit, but they're young, and I think by the end of the season they'll be humming. I think they're going to throw the ball a lot, and I think LSU does either go 9-3 or 10-2 and end up making the college football playoff. So that's obviously going to help as well. So yeah, give me the Nuss Bus. All aboard Nuss Bus. He wins the Heisman, number 1 overall pick in the draft next year, going to play for the Saints, and his dad is an OC. And his little brother is about to commit to LSU too.
What do you think about value-wise?
My backup pick was Bryce Anderson, but then I mean Bryce Underwood, but then I saw he was eating cheeseburgers all season. He's fat and he can't run the ball.
Talk about look up Instagram pictures. Look at what he looked like today after the announcement of getting the running back. Guy's just rocked, shredded. Before you make imbecile comments like that, should take some value on your boy Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson, great player. I had him last year. I can't do it again though.
40-1 right now.
I was going to take Bama's quarterback. What's he at? Tyler Simpson?
18-1, Ty Simpson.
Yeah. Give me him too. Give me Ty Simpson. Both.
All right.
Co-Heisman.
There's some years that the hype train doesn't lead to the winner winning. This year though, I think the hype train is going to lead him to winning. So take Lenore Sellers.
Oh shit!
I'm telling you.
I thought you were back on Klubnik again.
No. I can't go back to the Cade Klubnik. Well, no.
You were just a year early on Klubnik.
Maybe, but I think Lenore Sellers, like the hype train has been around him for a year and a half. And my point to that is he can have he could probably win the Heisman with 3 good games all season. A good game at LSU, even if they don't win, a good game versus Bama, and a good game versus Clemson.
My only issue with them is they're going to be blowing people out, and I don't know how much he's going to play.
I'm saying, but they don't like. My point is, he doesn't even have to win those 3 games. They could go 8-4, and he has big games against those 3 teams. He's winning the Heisman because the hype train is so high coming into the year.
Everyone is on the old Clemson Tigers, like myself too. But yeah,
Well, that's because the ACC sucks. They suck. All right. So Tyler, Adam, do you have yours 1 through 12?
No, but I can figure it out.
All right, Tyler, let's hear your 1 through 12 first.
I'm just gonna rattle them off real quick. I might give a little bit of a description on them, but I'm gonna go quick for time's sake. Number 1 seed, I got Clemson, and Penn State's my number 2. Obviously, I talked about them. I think they got the best 2 teams in all of college football. Number 3 is Bama. I think they win the SEC. Very, very talented. Number 4, Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame either goes undefeated potentially or 11-1. They're favored in every single game this year. Number 5, I've got Texas getting in. Number 6, I got LSU. 7, Ohio State. I think they find a way to get in there. They'll go 10-2. Schedule's not that difficult. 8, I've got Georgia getting in. Number 9, I've got Oregon. Number 10, this year's Indiana team. The schedule lines up for them. The Missouri Tigers. Number 10, the Missouri Tigers.
I thought you were going to the ill side. And I was going to say, don't do it because they are in Missouri Tiger territory of last year.
Nope. Number 10 is the Missouri Tigers. Easy schedule. They're going to go 10-2 and they're going to get in the playoffs.
It all depends on
get in the playoffs.
The left tackle guard situation is a little scary right now that they moved.
They'll figure it out.
They kicked out Caden Green.
Yeah, he's played left tackle before. He'll be fine.
I know, but you had him as an All-American guard, and now you're maybe downing 2 positions.
Yeah. So okay. So Mizzou number 10. I think they go 10-2 and make the playoffs. How about that, Trout? I know you'd like that one. Number 11. I've got Kansas State, and I'll round it out with my group of 5. I think Boise State's gonna get in there.
All right.
My national champion is Clemson.
Hold on. Oh, okay. We're just gonna do that, huh? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll give Adam some more time.
I think I'm ready, but I can go. Or you can go. I don't know.
My number 1, Oregon. My number 2, Clemson. My number 3, all of these teams are undefeated. Notre Dame.
Huh?
All 3 of those teams go undefeated. Notre Dame. Number 4, because they pull off the big win, they win the SEC, Georgia. Number 5, Penn State. Number 6, Texas. Number 7, LSU. 8, Alabama. 9, Texas Tech. 10, South Carolina. I think they're Mizzou. They just got to win. They have to win one of those big games, I think, and they're fine. 10-2, they get in. 11, Iowa State, and number 12 out of the group of 5. Give me the green wave of Tulane.
Oh,
You talking about Tulane?
Yeah. Give me Tulane.
Tulane.
And my national champ, he does win the big one this time. Give me Penn State over LSU.
Oh, wow. That would really suck if I lost in that championship to Penn State.
Give me Penn.
That would
give
hurt.
me Penn. He doesn't win the big one in the Big Ten championship game, and we see it set up like it did for Ohio State, where it's you don't really have that long of a bye, you get to keep playing. Actually works out in your benefit. They roll to the national championship, and then Drew Allard becomes the number 2 pick behind Garrett Nussmeier.
all right. I'll rattle off because we all got pretty similar. So we're going to go, not in a ton of order, but Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, LSU. So that's 9. I got Miami, Arizona State.
I keep my gun in my truck.
Michigan.
You didn't have a group of 5. Michigan's out. Did he? Did I miss one?
I thought I had Arizona State.
Arizona State's not
Big
group
12.
5.
Yeah, no. You're right. Fuck. All right, so hold on.
All right, Miami's out. Miami's out.
Miami's out. Michigan's in. I like the Green Wave pick. That was a good pick. Boise State.
Tulane.
One of those 2 teams. But I really do think if Michigan can beat Oklahoma, I think they got a good shot. Even with a few losses if they have to, but I think it's a good pick. Yeah.
All right. Who's winning the national championship?
I hate to say it, but it's gonna be the Texas Longhorns. They're gonna
Archie Arch and the Funky Bunch.
Funky Bunch win it all. I really think LSU just gets in as well, so I'm going to take Texas over. Probably be at the game. That would be crazy. We go to the game. Tyler loses in person again.
Let's go team totals. Let's just pop off like 2 or 3 that you like. Talk about them for a second, and then we can just throw the latter ones on the end of the card.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you'll just put them on the card.
I mean,
And
you
just
can like
highlight.
read them off real quick, but we don't have to talk more detail about it. Is
Okay,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Okay, the three that I really like, Mississippi State over 3.5. Mississippi State over 3.5 wins. I think they get to 4 wins on the schedule. It's going to be very, very important that first game against Southern Miss. They cannot lose that game. I think they're not only going to win that game, I think they're going to cover that game. So that'll be on my card for next week. Can I lock in that number now, Trout?
No,
Write it down. Write it down.
I write down. Just remember that. Remember I said that.
No,
They are
write it
going to
down.
kill Southern Miss next week. Okay. My under my next team is Cal. Cal under 5.5. They just named a true freshman quarterback as their starter this year. It's kind of crazy. Did you know that Cal's quarterback actually signed with Oregon and then did a transfer? True freshman. Kind of crazy. Starting for Cal this year. I think they're terrible. They're going to be very, very bad. And my last one is going to be, I'm going to take Bama over 9.5. I'm all in on Bama this year.
Okay, and then we'll come back to like.
I'll just read them real quick. LSU over 8.5. Notre Dame over 10.5. Colorado under 6.5. Michigan under 8.5. I was gonna not take that Michigan one, but when I heard their left tackle is out for the year now, that's not good.
True freshman. I don't know if he was going to start, but
he was going to start. They said he was going to start.
Yeah, they got their lines looks pretty solid right now, so we'll see. But yes, we don't know. Wasn't confirmed, but yes, it would be a tough loss. All right, I'll go right into it. Some were already hit, but Indiana under. Sorry, Cooties, 8.5. Tennessee under 8.5.
I like that.
Penn State under 10.5. Illinois under 7.5. Colorado under. You said 6.5. I had it at 5.5, but I'll take both. Texas, my winners, so I'm taking over 9.5. And here's a little sleeper. Kent State, the Flash, over 1.5 wins. It's a little juicy. Minus 180 for 1.5, but throw some action on.
That's
Kent
fine.
State,
you take that.
over 1.5.
Well, all right. So we're obviously, there's a couple I don't have to talk about. South Carolina, Texas Tech. I like those overs. I like obviously saying Clemson, Oregon, Notre Dame are all going undefeated. I like those overs. Has
there ever been 3 undefeated teams?
Well, has there ever been this much, non-parity in college football to an extent with some of the scheduling and stuff? But yeah there was. Because there was 3. That's why Auburn just claimed an undefeated national championship. Because it was USC undefeated, Oklahoma undefeated, and then Auburn.
Interesting. Okay. I stand corrected.
But so I like those. I obviously by saying Iowa State in the playoff, like theirs. I love the Arizona State under.
Oh.
Because I feel like they if you watch some of their games or watched some of their games last year, there was sometimes where they skidded by the skin of their teeth to get to that. What were they, 10-2 or whatever they were, or 9-3, whatever they were, and it's at 8.5 this year. Yes, you have the quarterback, but you lost a decent amount on your defense. I think they lost 2 of their 3 linebackers, if I remember right. And then so I like, to Tyler's point, I like Missouri's over. I think they finish 8-4. Yeah, I think they finish 8-4. Like
tomorrow, they're announcing Bo Prabula as a starting quarterback.
I mean, you paid him all the money, right? Sam Horn's gone after this year. You might as well keep the guy that's going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
So, and then the other one, Illinois. I just think that they can still reach an over. They can get to 8 wins. it's going to be a down season period for them because they're in the same boat that Mizzou was in last year. If you don't finish 10-2 and make it to the playoffs, it was a failed year for whatever reason. And then I like the Ohio State under. I figured Adam would have a better reaction to that one.
No, I mean, I agree.
I mean, just because
was I the only one that had Ohio State in the playoffs?
Yeah.
No,
I haven't. But Ohio State at 10.5 is just a lot for
that's a lot. I think they're going to go 10-2.
I think 10-2. That's why I like the under, because all they have to do is slip up one more time.
Yep.
They lose to Texas. They lose to Penn State. There's your under.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Michigan.
They don't play Oregon.
Michigan.
Though. They could lose to Illinois.
Don't play Oregon. They could. You don't like Illinois,
but they could still lose. That's Illinois' biggest game.
They lose at Illinois.
They play at Illinois. That's apparently homecoming. Illinois is dumb enough to schedule them for homecoming.
Illinois' season's going to be over by then.
Illinois' season is Indiana. They think they're this year's Indiana, and they play them. So we'll see how it goes.
Mizzou is this year's Indiana.
I think South Carolina is, or Texas Tech.
Schedule's too hard.
Bullshit.
All right, let's get into the games. We're going to start over in Dublin. What a way. I don't know. Is the SEC next in this, by the way? Because it was the ACC last year with Georgia Tech.
I hope not.
And Florida State. The conference game to open up the season in week 0 in Ireland. You got number 22, Iowa State Cyclones taking on the 17th ranked Kansas State Wildcats. 3 points is the spread in favor of Kansas State. Iowa State getting 3 points. 49.5 over under. Tyler.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Kansas State. I obviously have them in my playoffs, so I think they're gonna win this game. I'd like to buy the hook and get them at -2.5 if possible. If not available, that's okay. But I've got some inside intel here, boys. This is a big matchup. They're calling this game Farmageddon. Do you guys know that? And I've heard around a little birdie in Manhattan told me that Avery Johnson walked up to this girl in the bar and said, "Hey, lass, are you from Ireland? Because my penis be Dublin when I walk up and saw you." Avery Johnson's going to lead the boys to a win. Kansas State -2.5.
What a joke.
I feel like we've heard that at Main Street a couple times.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. I don't know where it was at, but I can't say that I know much about this Iowa State Cyclones team, but maybe week 0 will tell us a lot. But I quit crinkling bags around here. God, man, I'm trying to make a pick, and I don't know anything about one team. I got a guy crunching his bag in my ear. I'm going K-State, Avery Johnson. Like Tyler said, be a pro, buy the hook. Give me the under, especially first half under. If we're allowed to be making crazy picks again this year, I want first half under. Teams are gonna be sleeping. Hard to get off the bus. First half under, 2.5. No bag ruffling.
Okay.
I've got someone in my background. They said they were recording me when I was saying all that, so I can imagine where this video is going out to.
A little behind the scenes.
Yeah. She said, "You're so fucking stupid."
All right. I mean, I guess I'll just, they're my playoff team. I got them losing to Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game. Give me Rocco Beck and the Cyclones to pull off the dub, +120 on the money line. And I think it's an absolute shootout. These defenses are who are going to be sleeping. Give me over 49.5.
All
right. Let's move on to the game that is in a stadium that's half complete, and they won't show the other half.
No, it's done. Did you see it? It's done. They just showed it today.
Whatever.
It looks sweet.
Yeah, woohoo. They copied off San Diego State's stadium.
It actually does look good.
Yeah, whatever. Their colors suck. Fresno State at Kansas. The Jayhawks -12.5. Over under 50.5. I will just say it right now. Just like last year in game 1, we all rolled with Lindenwood. Kansas didn't cover. Give me Fresno State to cover the 12.5. It's going to be tight. As Lee Corso says, maybe a field goal. Maybe just a field goal for a squeak out of a Kansas win. They're looking ahead for 2 weeks to come to Faurot Field in Columbia and get stomped by the Tigers. They're going to be looking ahead.
This just shows that we don't do any pre-show setup, because I was going to say the exact same thing, and now I have 0 pick because I was going to take the Lindenwood bit. So I'll just quickly go ahead and take Fresno State as well, for all the reasons that Rogue Rick went rogue on. Can't show up against Lindenwood. You can't show up against Fresno. Fresno covers. Not going to win it, but covers.
Come on, Bayou.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite side. I'm taking Kansas here.
Of course
I think
you are.
they're gonna kill them. Are you guys aware that Fresno State hired a new coach and is completely uprooting their entire offense? They're going slow pace,
No, I was
run
not
the ball.
aware.
They're not going to
nobody
move the ball.
cares.
Yeah,
Kansas
exactly.
is going to win. They're going
You know
to cover the number. They're probably going to win by 30. Kansas.
You said that all of last year for Kansas, and they covered how many games?
Yeah, they got hot at the end of the year.
They covered like 0
Kansas.
games.
No, Kansas.
No, I did not know that Fresno's coach was uprooting his family and changing offenses. But I'm still like the Bulldogs.
I like it even more. Chew the clock. Keep it a tighter game. Less points.
Give me the under. Give me the under.
All right.
Give me the under.
All right. Last game we're going to talk about. Honolulu. It's Stanford making the short trip from Palo Alto to Hawaii. Take on the Rainbow Warriors. Stanford getting 2.5 points. Over under 52.5. Adam.
Man. Looking at the lines for the first time, not going to lie. That seems like a high-scoring game to me.
Game.
I forgot we were talking about the Stanford Cardinals. Man, they slipped my mind this offseason. But who doesn't like
It's the
Hawaii?
Stanford Cardinal.
Cardinal.
Right.
Sorry, we're talking about the color, not the bird, when we're talking about Stanford. But for me, late night, everybody's going to be juiced up at this point in the night. You got to take Hawaii. No reasons besides Hawaii at Hawaii. Taking the
Kickoff
Warriors.
6:30 Central Time.
What?
It's on CBS.
I know.
6:30 Central Time.
Change that now. Who did this? NCAAs should be killing themselves for this.
I agree.
No Pac-12
That needs to
dark.
That needs to be a midnight game or later.
That needs to be on.
What
was it? The CW, the midnight after dark games on the CW for the Mountain West.
Because of this, I'm not making a pick. I'm going rogue. I'm not taking a pick on this game.
Well, that's going to lead to mine, Adam, because I was looking and I was like, hey, I initially had the under in this game. And I was like, well, you know what? I can't bet the under in the first late night Hawaii game, midnight. And then I saw it was at 6 or 7. Now I'm taking the under.
Good. And I'm not gonna watch, or if I watch, I'm gonna be
We ain't gonna watch.
Pissed.
I mean, there's not much else.
I'm not gonna watch. I would have watched at midnight.
There's not
You're
that
gonna
much.
be in Cabo.
Yeah, you're gonna be in.
Well, of course, but I could have watched.
You're gonna be at the swim up bar. It's gonna be right there.
I would have
I
watched.
bet they don't have a TV at the swim up bar.
All right, I like
Maybe.
the over, and I like the over so much that like Stanford's bad. They were bad last year. You could give me Hawaii -20, and they probably cover it. Like just because it's in Hawaii, Stanford's going out for a little vacation before the season starts in week 0. Give me the over. Give me Hawaii -2.5. Like I said, I would have taken them probably a touchdown too. But
has anyone here been to Hawaii?
Never been to Hawaii.
Sounds fantastic.
have you?
I'd like to go.
No,
I'd like to
no.
go.
Are you
Hawaii.
going on the
I'd love
honeymoon
to.
there?
I could figure out how to surf, I would imagine. That'd be fun.
Hey, I can book you a trip. You know, Alani, the Disney resort out there.
Maybe.
I forgot, Rick, you're a Disney guy now.
I mean, I've always been a Disney guy. Now I'm just booking Disney travel.
No free ads.
No free ads, as you know, it's the same website as that also. Yeah, but we're presented
All right, boys.
anonymous.
That was fun, boys. That was fun. Good to be back.
It's good to be back, Jinx.
Good to be back.
Well, we'll see how we start off. Will we start off hot or not?
Hey,
you know.
can we pull some stats from last year? Who was our top listener? How many?
Our
We'll
listener.
have that next week.
I'll have that next
Top
week.
listener. What was our stat line? Like, did we get some good?
I'll have that
good
next
views?
week. I'll have that next week.
All right. I'm pumped to hear what the fans.
We'll talk
All
about
right.
it. Like I said, this was more of a preseason. We just threw in the week 0 games. Next week we'll crack down a little bit more. Here's what we got. We'll talk about it on air. Are we doing the Knowles numbnuts of the weeks again? Are we doing?
Yes. Knowles Numbnuts are back.
Yeah. Hey, listeners out there,
okay,
this is
fine.
preseason for us as well.
Here we go.
This is preseason for us.
Well, also, here, I have a Numbnuts. This week it's Auburn football for claiming national titles I never won.
That's
I
a
mean,
good
you
one.
could just use numbnuts of the summer is Hugh Freeze golfing so much.
I never rip on a guy for
Don't.
playing
Yeah, come on. Everybody likes to play some golf.
When you're supposed
Yeah.
to be recruiting, maybe.
golf. Yeah.
Hey, well,
When you're a man of God and you get fired from Ole Miss.
I'll probably have some good numbnuts from coming back from the Cowboys.
Yeah, we need to build that listener base back up again.
Yeah, it'll come back. That's what everyone's gonna. I've heard everyone's gonna be on the plane. There's 14 of us, so we'll probably have 14 listeners.
Hey,
this week
we got at least those Linwood house too. So we'll
There we
knock
go.
out a couple more.
All right,
tell
boys.
your friends. Tell your friends.
All right, guys, that wraps up episode 1 of the College Card presented by Mamas on the Hill. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Welcome to the College Card Podcast, where Saturdays are sacred and bets are war. Saturdays coming, the lines are set. Cash that ticket, break a sweat. Pads are crashing, bands are loud. We're calling picks and we're damn proud. The College Card, we're betting hard. Spread 'em wide, let the dogs bark loud. The College Card, no holds barred. Ride that lock and hype the crowd. Underdogs, overplays, late night action, weekday blaze. SEC or Big Ten ball, we bet 'em all, baby, win or fall. The College Card, grab your card. We're rolling deep, taking started hard. The College Card, we set the bar for the fans who live for yards and scars. Maneuver down, but we're betting hard. Rub a little down like a garbage call. With College Card, let the dogs barn. The Hall in Dixon, work them proud. The College Card, we're betting hard. Spread 'em wide, let the dogs bark loud. The College Card, no holds barred. Ride that lock and hype the crowd. Underdogs, overplays, late night action, weekday blaze. SEC or Big Ten ball, we bet 'em all, baby, win or fall. The College Card, grab your card. We're rolling deep, taking started hard. The College Card, we set the bar for the fans who live for yards and scars. For the fans who live for yards and scars.